hi everybody, tonight we are doing this. How cute. I'm so super excited. This is a kit. Okay, so if you want to make it, it's on uniqueinthecreek.com under DIY Wreath Kits. Now I'm going to be adding a few things to mine, but I will show you what is in the kit. So you do get the large board, okay? You get, of course, you get this plush butt. You get these two fabulous ribbons. Look how cute they are. They are going to make this so whimsical. Hello, hello, everybody. I'm sorry I'm only streaming. People on YouTube are probably wondering, what the heck? I'm so sorry. I couldn't get it on YouTube. Yes, he had a fabulous birthday. We had a lot of fun. This mesh, look how pretty this mesh is. It's white. I don't know if you guys can, yeah, let's show the glitter. It's white with this beautiful silver metallic in it. Really, really pretty mesh. And it's going to look fabulous behind all this color that we're going to be using. So like I said, you get the 1.5 inch. Both of these are drift edge. Okay, both are drift edge. This one, the dots are glittered and the edge is green. And this one, the red dots are glittered and the edge is white snowdrift. You also get this, and now I've ripped it apart already, but you get this fabulous spray that we're going to rip apart. All right, it's green, white, and red. This is going to be fun. What else do you get in it? Oh, you do get a package. We're going to be using these PVC stems. So you get a package of 20, I believe there are 25 of the red PVC stems. What else are we getting? You get a bag. Now, these were not exactly what I was wanting, but they will work, okay? I thought I was getting these, but instead I got these. They will work, okay? And I'm going to be adding a few things onto my wreath, okay? So I'll tell you what the add-ons are. Oh, it's going to be one of these lives, I can tell. I can tell already. It's going to be one of these lives. I am adding a hand. We do sell these at uniqueinthecreek.com. The number is, I don't know what the number is. Green Monster Hand. Yeah, it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be one of these lives. Anyways, just type in Green Monster Hand. I'm not sure. Maybe Tina Kelly. The numbering on here is 84815RDGN. I don't think that's right. But anyways, I'm going to be using this. I got one large red ornament that I'm going to put in. Obviously, it's going to be hanging like this. I am using some of these ball sprays that we have in store. Hi, everybody. Hello, hello. I'm sorry. For you, those of you that like to watch it on YouTube, I couldn't get YouTube going. I don't know what was going on. Anyways, so I will be adding, this is a ball pick that we have in store, XS104591. Look how fun this ball spray is. So we're going to rip this apart, add some of that in there. These are just add-ons. Now you don't, if you get the kit, you don't have to add these add-ons. Your kit is going to look just as fabulous without being super stuffed like I'm going to do it. What else are we going to add? I have these like curly sprays. I'm going to break it into two. These are from Hobby Lobby. They're in the pick section. They're not very expensive at all. This was $2.99, so $3 with 50% off, so $1.50. We'll get 2 pieces off of here. Okay. Thanks, Tina. So we're just gonna add piles and piles and make it a lot of fun. Okay. So the first thing you have to do, we're gonna cut 16 pieces of mesh. We're gonna use that whole roll. 16 pieces at 22 inches. Okay. Look how cool this is. Really nice mesh. So it's like a small window pane mesh with a metallic silver in it. Okay, so you need 16 of them at 22 inches. All right, and then to begin with, we're gonna do 8 pieces of the 1.5 inch ribbon at 14 inches. And 8 pieces of the 2.5 inch ribbon at 14 inches, okay? I got stuff everywhere. No, it's not playing on YouTube. I don't know what is going on with YouTube. Usually it's Facebook we have problems with, but I just couldn't get it to work on YouTube. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, I will put the replay on YouTube after I'm done, okay? So I made packets, and we're using the large board. So we're gonna need 8 packets of your ribbons. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so we need 2 more. So what you can do is either if you have a rotary cutter and a mat, you can use that, or you can use your Measure Buddy to cut your ribbons. Or if you just have scissors, you can tape down your measuring tape to your table, put the end of your ribbon at the end of your measuring tape, and at the 14 inches, cut your ribbon. You need 8 of these, okay? 8 of these at 14 inches, and then we're gonna do 8 of these at 14 inches. And you would do the same thing if you're cutting your mesh. So you would pull out your mesh to 22 inches. So put the end of your mesh here, pull it out to 22, and cut it with scissors. If you have a cutting mat and a rotary cutter, easy peasy. Okay, so we're gonna start on row 2. I am gonna go down to the board. Here we go. All right, we got lots going on here, but it's gonna be super easy and super fun. So what you wanna do, we're gonna make our ribbon packets. You're gonna take your 2.5 inch ribbon, fold it in half, okay? And then fold it in half lengthwise and cut from the folded edge to the outside corner. And that's gonna give you your dovetail. Okay, you're gonna wanna do this to all your ribbons. So 8 of the 2.5 inch and 8 of the 1.5 inch. All right, and like I said, we're gonna start on row 2. We are using PVC stems, which have a much thicker, nice, tight wire in it than pipe cleaners. So I don't mind using the PVC stems over pipe cleaners, even sometimes over zip ties. Don't tell anybody I said that. Okay, so you have your pile of 8 ribbon tails ready to go. Okay. Now I'm going to do something a little different. Like I said, I'm going to be adding, we have this arm, the Green Monster arm, okay? I am going to kind of add it to my design. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your large board, okay? Your large board. On row 2, we are starting right at the top where the number 2 is, okay? You are going to go down and back up with your PVC stem. And you want to go, you don't want to fight the way the bristles are going. So you can see that the bristles are going this way. And that's how you want to go down and back up with your stem, okay? So you're not fighting the way the PVC is going. So you're going to take the end, and the bristles are going downwards. So you're going to go down one hole, bring it about halfway, okay, and then go back up the other hole. All right, and making sure that each side of the PVC are both the same size. So you are going to start on where the number 2 is. So right here is the number 2. Then we're skipping a set of holes, and then we're going to the next set of holes. Skipping a set, going to the next. Skipping a set, going to the next. So that is how you get 8 pieces on row 2. All right. So once you have it loaded, I'm just going to kind of put my PVC stems going from top to bottom like this, just like that on row 2. Okay. Then you're going to take your mesh, and we're going to just make a simple ruffle with the 22-inch mesh. All right, so I have it curled down, which means this is curl up, so if I let go, it curls up on itself. And this is curled down. If you're frozen, go out and come back in. It is Facebook and it's wonky. Okay, so we are going to ruffle right down the center by pinching and pleating as we're dragging our mesh right down the middle. God, this mesh is pretty. It's such a pretty mesh. I did not heat seal or wood burn this or anything. I just cut it with my rotary cutter or scissors. Okay, so once you have your ruffled down the center, I'm just going to put a clothespin or a clip on here. Okay, only because I did mark on my board, I put a little star. This is where I'm going to put my hand. Now I'm going to put my Grinch hand on the board before we even put the mesh on, okay? So you can get these if you want to add a hand or whatever. We'll see how it looks like. I don't know what it's going to look like at the end, but I thought it would be fun. I'm going to cut some of this. It's actually a pick. I'm going to cut some of the pick off. Okay, and I'm going to put it in. I'm attaching it to my wreath. I'm going to get some hot glue. I'm going to bend this. Okay, I'm just going to put some hot glue right across this. And then I'm also going to be twisting it into my PVC stem. Oh, that didn't work, hold on. So it's going to be coming out of the wreath, but I didn't want to just stick it in there. So that's why we're going to twist it in and glue it the stem right to the board. So I'm just going to hold that for a sec. Again, this is something I just came up with in my head. Hopefully it'll look okay. If not, I can pull it out. But we're going to have his hand, his butt is going to be in the wreath. And what I'm picturing is his butt is stuck in the wreath, but his hand is still reaching out. The hand we do sell on uniqueinthecreek.com as well. And I'm also going to, at the end of our thing, we're going to put a red ball coming out of his hand, hanging down from his hand. But I can do that at the end. Right now, I just want to make sure it's glued onto the wreath because we're going to twist it in as well. Okay, in the meantime, while the glue is drying, I'm going to put, I'm going to take that 22-inch piece of mesh, all right, put it in between the two PVC stems and give it a half twist. Okay, so you're going to put 8 pieces of this in. And I like to have the outside row kind of going towards the outside of the board just to give that larger wreath look. All right, so you're putting it right between the two PVC stems and give it a half twist. Now these are really good, so it's not like a pipe cleaner where you have to do a few twists, just a half a twist and it'll stay right in there. Yes, mesh is cut at 22 inches. Thanks, Tina. Okay, so we did a half a twist in every other PVC stem. All right, and now I'm going to do that to this one as well. So I have the arm in and I want to put the mesh on top of the pick there. So it gives that appearance of the arm coming out of the wreath, right? You don't see the base of it or anything like that. And so it's glued in there, and it's also going to be, you could probably put a zip tie if you want as well, and then your PVC stem, but we're good like this. All right, so that is row 2. We have all our mesh on. Okay, now we're gonna, this is where our ribbon is gonna come in. Oh, thanks, Christy. Okay, we're gonna do the same ribbon in each twist. Now, you do get this spray, which is a really fun spray. I'm kind of tearing it apart, and you can do that by, you can see where it is stuck into the stem part of the base of this, the base of the spray. So I'm just kind of tearing it apart here like that. One on one side, one on the other. So it gives me a few pieces. Okay, so just like that. We're going to take those few pieces and we're going to be putting it in every other. Now, if you're doing the kit and you don't have anything else extra, like I said, I'm going to be using some of these balls from the pick into this PVC. If you're just doing the kit and you don't have extra, you're going to do some of this in every other. So you're going to have 4 pieces that are going to have these fun, whimsical little ball things coming out of. Okay? But this one, I am going to be using a piece of this that I showed you at the beginning. So I got this at Hobby Lobby. It was $1.50. It comes in all kinds of colors. I really wanted more of the green, but it seemed like the green was all sold out. So I grabbed the red, as much red as I could. And I cut it in 2, so you get 2 picks out of the 1 piece. And what I'm going to do is just kind of move these apart and kind of pull them out just a bit so it's a little bit longer. So you can move them wherever you want, like that. Okay, so I'm going to be putting this into the PVC stem. So the end, all I'm doing is putting it in, just like that. And then I'm going to take the ball pick. We also sell these as well. And I'm going to put 3 in every other. So I'm going to rip these apart. So there's 3 larger balls on this pick and 3 smaller ones. So I'm going to take like a red large, a red and white smaller, and a white smaller. And I'm just literally ripping them off or cutting them off the main stem. Okay. And again, if you're just doing the kit, you'll just bypass this part I'm showing you, and you'll just put your ribbon things in. Now, a lot of people just glue this stuff in. I do too, but I would rather have it twisted in and glued than just glued. Okay, so there's my 3. Okay, and I'm going to put it right on top. Actually, I'm going to put these in to the twist just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to take this curly spray thing and I'm putting that on top as well, and then I'm going to kind of push down and give it a good solid 1 twist. And then I'm going to come back with it with some glue, and I'm just going to go right over top of the mesh and the ends of those balls. Okay, so now they're literally tied in plus glued in, and then you can move them. Like I said, this is going to be really fun and whimsy. Everything's wired, so you can move your stuff around. And you might want to do that after you finish putting everything in. It's a little easier. Okay, now I'm going to put my ribbon tails on top of that. So my 2.5 inch at 14 inches. And then there's that 1.5 inch, and I'm just lining up where you can see when you fold it in half and you make a crease, you can see where the middle is. And I'm lining up those 2 creases just like that, okay? And then I'm going to pinch them in the middle, kind of flip it up, and where I've pinched it in the middle is where I'm going to put right in the center of my PVC, push down, and just give it 1 twist. Okay, now we're moving to the next one. So the next one is going to have, instead of the balls and everything, I'm going to put some of this spray that you get in the kit. So I ripped it apart. And we don't want too white together. We're going to move these around. There we go. And they have these like little sequence thing with the balls at the end, and then it also has these wispy green, white, and red glittery stems in it too. So I'm just gonna cut off the end. Okay, I'm just gonna open my twist, put the end of this spray right? You can do probably half and half. Let's break this up. So I got half going this way, half going this way. There, that's good. And then I'm going to put my ribbon tail right on top. And then we're going to come up and give it a nice, good twist. And then we can pull these wispy things kind of to the middle. So it looks like it's coming out of in between the ribbon tails. Isn't that cool? We can add a little bit of glue again, so you're tied in plus you're glued in, so it's not going to fall out. And then I'm just going to tidy this end. Now in the kit you do get your pink handled wire nippers. You'll use those to cut anything that's wired. Okay, so the next, oh, we're coming to this hand. So the next one, I'm going to do the balls and this fun twig thingy. I don't know what it's called, curly thing. So I'm going to kind of open this again. Let's trim this down a bit. Again, if you don't have any of the extras in just the kit, that's fine. Just put your ribbon tails in. I'm just making this really whimsical and fun looking. And then there's the other three from that one stem. And they're all wired, so eventually we can make them all funky looking at the end. Just going to trim this off. Okay. So I'll have one going that way and then two going that way. So I'm just crisscrossing them like a X. Okay, just like that. And then once it's in there, we're going to twist it all in. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of hot glue so it is in there. And just trim some of this down. Oh, shoot, I forgot the tails. Got to put the ribbon tails in. Don't twist it right down yet until you put your tail in. There we go. Now give it a good twist. Okay. We are at the hand. We will pose the hand afterwards. So we are going to do some of the pick. I'm going to break some of that down again. So I'm just kind of pulling from the sides here, going up the stem. So there's the sequence, and then the other side, when I pull it, there's the little stems or wispy thingies. All right, and we're just putting pieces in. We can move these around. There, that looks good. Okay, I'm just gonna trim them off so they're all the same length at the bottom there. So I'll take and make it X. So I got 3 of the stems this way, 3 of the stems that way, making an X. Take our ribbon tails, them just on top push down, and we're going to give it a nice twist. All right, so the hand is on there. Yay! The glue dried. So I'm just gonna, again, put a little glue right here at the end where these are, and we'll pull these to the center once we get everything on. And then we'll open our, yeah, I know that's the password. I don't know why it wasn't working. Okay. Okay, the next one, again, we're doing these curly things. I like to kind of make them a little longer. You okay in there? Lolly's getting ready for a Lolly's home. She's getting ready for a Halloween party. All right, let's open this up. I'm going to put the stem of my curly thing in. My ornaments. Got small, large. Where's the other one? These are really fun. You can twist them and everything into whatever you want. That's why I said this wreath is going to be very whimsical. And you just do it step by step. Okay, so I got the curly in. Let's put the striped one in the middle, the white one going to the side here, the red one going to this side. So you can see as I'm piling stuff right in the center of the twists, and then we'll put our ribbon in. Just on top of all that, I'm going to push down and give it a twist. Now you have to trust the process, remember? And this is how you can make a huge, really full wreath step by step. And you'll be able to keep track of everything you put into it. Okay, and we'll move everything around once everything is, all our stuff is on row 2, which we're almost done. Okay, so the next one again is these tinsely things. Again, I'm just going to kind of rip them apart from the bottom up. So I'm going to do 3. I don't even know if you guys can you guys see? Yeah, you can see that. All right, let's just open this twist. I'm putting 3 going one way, 3 going in the other way, again making that X. Do our ribbon tails again. Down and give it a twist. And then again just add some glue at the end here so it doesn't slide out. Yeah, this is going to look really fun. And the fun thing is you can do it step by step. PVC by PVC. All right, our last one on row 2. Okay, so it's going to be the ornaments. Row 2 is really the only one you have to kind of decorate, because once we put the naughty butt on and everything, you really don't see much else on the wreath. Where's my other ornament? Oh, there it is. Maybe not. All right, so we got a large striped, small white, small red. Trim that off at the bottom. Open that up. Again, these curly things I got, they're really inexpensive. You get 2 pieces, like 2 stems for $1.50. Makes it really fun. Yeah, I got a new glue gun. We'll see how it works. I don't know. I've not heard of this called Workforce. We'll see. Okay, so I'm putting the curly in. One ball. Another ball. And another ball. And these will all go on top of here. And a ribbon tail. Put your ribbon tails right on top of everything. Push down in the center to get a nice tight twist. And then we'll add a bit of glue again. So we are done. We are done this row. Yay! I'm just going to trim off any wires that are kind of sticking out here. And I'm doing this upside down, so it's a little more difficult doing it upside down. All right, so our row 2 is complete. That is our main row where you're going to see all the fun stuff. And we'll pull everything out once we get row 4 in. Okay, so now we're going to go to row 4. Row 4, we're just going to do pieces of mesh right now. Move this back. And I did put a mark. See where the number 4 is? This hole to this hole, I put an arrow, but I also put it on the back. This is where we're going to be putting the, I'm not going to use this wire, we're going to use one of the PVC stems, but this is where the top of the butt is going to go. Okay, so you know exactly where it's going to go. All right. All right. So because we're just using mesh, I cut my PVC stems in half. Okay, so I just cut them in half. And we are going to go, we're going to be using 8 pieces on row 4 with just the normal holes. Again, you want to go down against or with the grain of the PVC and back up. Okay, so we're going to do 8 of those. Yeah, this is my vision with the furry hand coming out. You don't have to, but I think if I picture it correctly in my head, it's going to look super cute. So it'll look kind of like he's stuck in the wreath, but he's still reaching out the side. And we're going to put an ornament hanging from his hand. So again, the easiest way is to go with, there you just go down and back up with the grain, or the way the PVC is going on here. Yeah, this is a large wreath board. The large wreath board's really good for like attachments like we're using. Hopefully I have enough of these. I was playing with these the other day. I was making those beaded little picks that I made with the beads, the pony beads. I was using these stems out of the kit. So again, I'm just using a half of one. Okay, just need 2 more. And then we're just going to twist mesh in there. So that's where this, we did 8 pieces of mesh on row 2, and then we're doing 8 pieces of mesh on row 4. Okay. So let's start twisting this in. Open that, put it in the center, in between, push down, and give it a twist. So there's 1. And the butt it's fairly a decent size, so you can see why I'm not going to put a ton of stuff in the on this row, because you're not really going to see it much. And we're just going to go around and twist these just right in. Wait a second. Where'd that go? Oh, it's stuck, that's why. Hand sticking out. You got to be careful with it. It's knocking everything over. So these are just the 22-inch ruffles. We are on row 4. And I just cut these in half, only because I was running short. Plus, I don't think you really need a full piece for this. It's gonna look so pretty. Look at those nice ruffles. I love this mesh. It's fun. Okay, a couple I have to ruffle again. So curl down, just pinch all the way up the center. And where you pinched in the middle is what's going in between the two PVC ends. So we're making the center quite full. Ooh, forgetting about this hand. All right, 2 more pieces. You can see how full it's getting. And then we're gonna put that butt on. Now you can probably see why I marked the back of where I was going to put the butt. So, because you can't really see your board too much anymore. And last piece of mesh. God, I love this mesh. I should use it more often. It's so pretty. All right, now we're gonna squish this in there. The last piece. So the half piece of PVC, it's doable, but it's tight. So you may not want to cut yours in half. Like I said, I cut mine in half only because I used some of the, for another project, some of the things. All right, there is our base, okay? And then when you flip it over, there's my arrow from here to here is where I'm putting the butt, okay? So I'm gonna use these 2 holes. And that's where the butt is going. So I'm not going to use these wires that are on there. I really don't like them. So you just take your, nippers and just cut them off at the top here. Okay? Because we are going to take one of our PVC stems and just go behind using his suspenders, okay, with the PVC stem. Okay, make them even. And give it a twist. There we go. He's ready to go in. Now I'm just gonna look at the back. There's my arrow. still see my arrow on the board. When you move the mesh, you can still see it. So that's easy. So I just want to lift it off. Okay, there's one. And there's the second one. And the nice thing about using the boards is everything will be centered and lined up for sure. Ooh, we're stuck. All right, and you're gonna pull. You don't want to pull it too tight. We just want to pull it so that the top of the bum is kind of sitting flat. Flip it over. There's my butt thing. Give it a twist. And then I'm just going to go back down. If I can, let's just go back down these ones. There we go. Just to tuck in those ends of that. Alrighty. So he is on, his bum is on. And they are posable. So you can pose them however you want. Not sure how the hand's gonna look. Like I said, if it doesn't look good, I can just pull it right out. Okay, so up at the top here, I am gonna do a bow, but I'm thinking maybe I should move them down just a little more. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna move them down just one set of holes. So right where the unique in the creek symbol is where I put it. I think I'm gonna move it down one hole because I want to put a bow at the top. I'm just gonna move them down. And you can see the holes right below. One, and two. So there's the center holes. Where I went is just right above the center holes. But I'm going to go back down. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to put a bow right here. So we may need a couple tails right here and right here. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do four more tails. So at 14 inches. Or you can use your Measure Buddy or your ruler, whatever you have. I'm going to do 4 more tails, 2 of each. Okay. Fold them in half. 1, 2, I gotta finish soon before I have a whole house full of 18-year-olds. They're all coming here to get ready for a Halloween party. Okay, so like I said, right at the top, kind of here, is where we're gonna put a bow. So I'm just gonna, that stupid hand, I'm just gonna put one tail. And I'm just gonna put it in the twist. So just have to undo it half, put it down, and you can see the twist, so you can't see it, what I'm doing right now, but when you go to do it, you can see them. And I'm going to do 1.5. Just opening it half a twist, sticking the, okay. There's 1, 2, oh, this stupid thing. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. So the half PVC does work when you're not, then you don't have to waste, because we would pretty much cut half of it off and just throw it in the garbage. So it's just a little tighter. Oh, I ain't going to the party. I think Wally's going as a bunny or something. Bunny. To be young again. Okay. So I got the 4 pieces in there. There. Ooh, this is gonna be so, look how fun this is already. Okay, so now we're going to make a bow for right up at the top. And then after we're done the bow, we have, now like I said, I got the wrong balls, but they do work. So the pack of balls that I gave you in the kit, you're just gonna kind of put a little hole, put some glue, and then you're gonna just put them at the end of your PVC stem. Just to make it a little fun and more, again, more whimsical. So you just kind of put a hole with the end of your glue, put some glue in, and then pop it on the end. Isn't that cute? Anyways, I just wanted to show you guys that. We're not pulling out of these yet. We're gonna make a bow. And then we have to open everything up and we be done, because this is going to be so fun. All right, let's get our bow. The new grandbaby is awesome. I am babysitting again tomorrow. I love it. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to put a bow right here. Okay, our ribbons. Now I have some of this extra, I don't know, these are just leftover ribbons. I'm just going to add a little extra to the bow, just because I have it opened. We'll add a little bit of this Costco green. I've had this forever, this 50-yard roll. It's awesome. Okay, so we'll do a 7-inch tail. Okay, I'm just gonna pinch it up with the 7 inches, give it a half twist, and we'll go down. Okay, so the bad side is facing up. I see that okay? Give yourself some loose ribbon here. You're gonna go down the center. Now I do have a tutorial on just how to make a cheater bow if you don't have a bow maker. Okay, I'm just gonna do a 6-inch loop on this side. Okay, so the loop is at 6. And go straight down. Now I don't need a half twist because I'm gonna finish it off with a tail. So this is a 6-inch loop, and then we're gonna cut it at the end. Okay, so we have a tail, a 6-inch loop, and a 6-inch loop. All right, and then we're gonna come in with, I think I'll just come in with this simple, I don't even know where I got this. Let's see. Oh, Hobby Lobby. This is old. 2010. You know you had a lot of ribbon. This is 2010. That's funny. Anyways. It's not the greatest ribbon. Like the wire in it is not great, but when you have a ribbon like this, when you sandwich it in between some ribbon that has really, really good wire, it will stand up perfectly. Like it's just kind of a filler to add a little bit extra to your bow. And like I said, it's a satin. It's not the greatest, but it will do perfectly in between these really good ribbons that we're using. All right, so there's 7-inch tail, again, 6-inch loop, cut it off. So this is where your leftover ribbons come in handy, even if you have only like, you know, not even an eighth of a roll. You just need, you know, I think it's probably what, 7, 14, 21, 20, maybe about 30 inches. And then I think I'm going to come in with this one. Same thing. 7-inch tail, give it a half twist. So the bad side's up. We'll do a 6-inch loop. Half twist. 6-inch loop again on the other side. Now, if you're looking for a bow maker like this one, I think they have arrived at our facility over in Buffalo, so we just have to pick them up. So if you're wanting, they should be online by Tuesday, your bow, if you want a bow maker. And then I'm just going to come in with some of this Costco ribbon that I've had forever. I wonder if your date's on here too. I literally have had this forever. It's a 50-yard roll. These are great. Like, again, the wire is not the best, but we're using it with really good wired ribbon, so it will hold up just fine. Okay, we're doing 7. And you want to give yourself some loose ribbon here. And I'm just coming in with this solid emerald, just to break up some of this red and white. Now there is emerald in this ribbon, so actually I'm going to do this green, 5 inches, yeah, just a little bit smaller. Hello, Regina. We got your package and I videoed the kids opening it. I will post it and show you. You're like the best. Thank you so much. All right. There's our bow. Okay. So I used the 2 ribbons that came in the kit, and then I had some extras of 2010. But it's fun. And in your kit, you do get a pipe cleaner. Okay, so you can take your bow right off your, or even if you're making a cheater bow, you can do the same thing. You take it off your bow maker, and then you can put the pipe cleaner just around the center of your bow there. Okay, and then you're going to give it a really good twist. Oh, I love it. Of course I loved it, Regina. Okay, so there is our bow stacked. And we are going to put it onto our wreath. Okay. So this spot right here, I'm going to go right above the butt. Right where it says, it's number 2, where it is. There it is, number 3, sorry. You'll see the number 3, that is where the bow is going to go. So it's centered right above his bum. So when you flip it over, that's where the bow is. So I'm just kind of pulling it until I feel some tension. All right. I'm going to dovetail the tails of these. Okay, there's the one side. So I can start pulling these apart. All right, there's the one side. And we'll do the same on the other side. Just cut the dovetail them. Okay, and then we're going to start from the back again, like I just did in the other one. Okay, pull your tail and your loop. Give it a curl. Again, do the next layer. Give it a pull. Make sure your loops are open. And of course, you can do any kind of bow you want. There we go. That's fun. Alrighty. We got some magic happening here. Okay, let me clean up this a little bit. We are almost done. Now I think the most time-consuming part is going to be pulling out your ribbon tails, and we want to make sure our pick stuff, I'm kind of having them in the center, so they're all wired, right? And you can give them a yank because we glued it in and we twisted them in. And you want to make sure that none of them are stuck, and you're going to open up your ribbon tails and spread them out. And I have these wispy things kind of in the middle here. Okay, there's one. That's our bow. Now these, we're gonna put them where we want them. So you have the pick curls, you can pull them out a bit so they're sticking up, so it makes it look really whimsical looking. And put one of the curls in between each of the ornaments. Oh, that's fun. Look at that. So cool. So this is a really important part of doing your wreath, is making sure your ribbon tails and everything that you put in to your wreath looks good. Because why bother putting it in if you're not going to, oh, we need to put the balls on. If you're not going to, you know, pay attention to, you know, to where your tails are going, and if they're stuck, you know, in the wreath. We're going to put our balls on the ends. So these have a different size balls. I don't know what I was thinking, but just use the big ones that are in the bag. And just kind of put them in the center, and you're just gluing them to the end of the twists. Just adds another element of the whimsical. And then I got these twisty things kind of all over the place. Oh my God, that's so cute. Again, put your balls on. I only did one arm because he's kind of stuck in there, but he's gonna still be holding his ornament. We'll see. If I don't like it, I can just yank it out. Okay, we're gonna pull these to the center. Again, get your ribbon tails and pull them to the sides. Make sure they have a bit of a curl. You know, when I'm standing, the ribbon tails sticking out like spider legs. So you want to kind of, you know, give it a like a curl like that. Okay. Okay, and then we got this one again. Get that to the side. And then these things can go all over. We'll pull the ribbon tails. It's a pretty full looking wreath. So I got these kind of intertwined with my ornaments here to make it look like all one spray. You see that? Now, there wasn't green, there was only one green of these curly things at Hobby Lobby, at my Hobby Lobby. I would have rather had green, but, oh, we need to do this a little bit bigger. Okay. So, saw. Let me show you again. You're going to take one of the large little styrofoams, just push your glue gun into it just a bit, put some glue into that hole, and then you're going to put the end of your ball on the end of your PVC. It's going to add to another element of whimsy to your wreath. Okay, and then we're gonna, again, I'm bringing these to the center. Pull out your tails. And they're all wired and glued and tied in, so don't be scared to give it, you know, a bit of a yank. And these are behind his feet. Next year I'll know which balls to buy. These will work. They're working. It's not quite what I had in mind, but I pulled this one right out. Let's just glue it. Out. Well, this is a fun wreath, especially for anybody that is one of those monster fans, which is a lot of people. Kind of flatten that just because his feet are going to go right there anyways. Bring these to the center. Put our ball on there. So you could make this as full, like mine, or as simplistic with just what's in the kit. Now I do have some of this spray still left. That is going, we're going to put that into the bow. Pull these out. You guys see how I'm making sure my tails are kind of curved in or curved out. these. Kind of intermingle these twist things in between all the ornaments to make it look like it's part of the design of these ornaments. All right, that's good for now. Now, like I said, I have this spray left. I am going to cut it. There's all that paper. I'm just going to cut it right here. And you can use your pink wire nippers. And I'm going to glue it kind of in the center of the, not in the center of the bow, but so it's coming out the center of the bow. Put a bunch of glue at the end here. And stick it in. There we go. Oh, into the mesh. Just kind of like that. Oh, that's so cute. You don't get much more whimsical than this. All right. Now, let's try this arm thing. So, we have this hand. I have this big old red ornament. I'm going to glue the top of it, the lid, so it doesn't come off the ornament. And bend his arm. What I'm trying to kind of mimic is that he's stuck in the wreath, but he's reaching out still. With his arm and holding the ornament still. So all his fingers and everything are all wired. And take this ornament. I got some string. I thought I had some fishing wire. Fishing wire would have worked better, but we'll just use this string. And I'm going to tie it to the middle finger of his hand. And like I said, if I don't like it, I'll just pull the whole arm out and we'll use it on another design. Trying to see the length. Okay, I'll move this hair. Okay, I'm just separating the hair. I'm just going to put some glue right where the string is, kind of on his finger there. hair back over the glue so you don't see. I think it's a good concept. I'm not sure if it works with this design. Let's see. Maybe not. It's fun though. Actually, wait a second. What if I just put it right against like that? Can you guys see what my thought is with his hand and everything? And this will hang. Have it in like this. I think it might be too long, his arm. Anyways. Okay, now we've just got to put, I'm just going to use a zip tie. I'm going to put a zip tie on the hanger, for a hanger on the back. And of course, we'll probably have to redo some of his, or re-separate the tails. But you can see, look how whimsical that is. Now, I'm going to, there's the back. That's our bow. Let's go back down that hole, so we don't have any pipe cleaners or anything sharp. And I'm going to put a zip tie from here to here for a hanger. You can use one of the PVC stems if you don't have a zip tie. Let me hold it up. Well, it was a good concept. I don't think I like it. What do you guys think? It's kind of fun. I'll have to have a look at it tomorrow with different eyes, but we can move. You can glue his legs to however you want him to go. And I'll just keep it crossed like this. But it's very, very fun and whimsical. Just gonna put a little bit of glue right there so that it keeps his legs crossed like that. And there we go. He's a naughty butt. And it's very fun looking. Holy moly. Now again, if you don't have all the, you know, the balls and the curly things, it's okay. You have all these whimsical things that were in the kit. And there we go. Oh, I don't like how that's going. Isn't that fun looking? So there's from the side, so it's not that large. Let's see. I'm going to decide about the hand tomorrow, but it's kind of cool. Looks like he's kind of reaching out from the wreath. I don't know. I'm on the fence with this one. With the hand, not with the whole design. But I think it's super cute. And then we still got a ton of stuff left. We got over half a roll of this, so you can do lots of, and you got over half a roll of this still. There's lots. So this is a really fun, both of these are really fun ribbons for a whimsical design. And there we go. And the best part is all of this, it's not just glued in, it's glued in and secured in, which makes me, you know, it's a good quality, well-made wreath, right? It's not just glued and stuck. Yeah, I think so too. I think it's just the arm needs to be shortened. I think the whole concept with you know, having the arm come out is fun. I have to work on it. I think I think you're right. It just needs to be shortened and maybe just put in behind, like kind of like that, with the ornament hanging. Anyways, I'll figure it out. I'll come up with new eyes tomorrow. The rest of the wreath I love. So it worked out really well. So even if you don't have the arm, it turns out really cute. Right? And there you go. A fun stuffed wreath and really well made. Alrighty, that's all I have for you guys tonight. Have the hand touching the butt. Then you can't see, yeah, you can't see the naughty, but if I have the hand kind of in behind there with the ornament hanging down, it's actually quite cute. But like I said, I am going to sleep on it and I will come tomorrow. And tomorrow I will decide if I like it with the arm or not. Anyways, there you go, my friends. Thank you. Can you zip tie a little? I could. I'll figure it out tomorrow. Like I said, I don't want to do anything to it right now. I like the whole wreath. I'm just on the fence about the hand, so I'm going to think about or check it tomorrow, because when you're not sure of something, it's always best to come back to it with fresh eyes. But there you go. That is your naughty butt. Your naughty butt. All right, everybody. Have yourself a wonderful rest of your day. Look at the mess I made on my table. Have yourself the rest of your wonderful Saturday night. I will see you guys again. I think I'm up again tomorrow night. I think I'm doing the snowman vinyl tomorrow night. So that would be another kit. So have yourself a great rest of your night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.